Hi, I'm Matt from eSpares. Cooking with a dirty oven doesn't just stink out your kitchen, it can also sour the food that you're cooking as well. I'm going to show you how to give your oven a really deep clean, the sort of thing you should probably do about once a year. You're going to need some rubber gloves, some bin liners, lots of kitchen towel and some ordinary kitchen spray, a bowl and a scourer. You might well need a hob scraper and a screwdriver, and then a choice of oven cleaners. So for the non-caustic method, you mix yourself a thick paste of soda crystals with water, smear it all over the inside of the oven, leave it overnight, and then brace yourself for some serious scrubbing. Well, you could use a non-toxic cleaner like this Overruns cleaner from Electrolux. However, I'm going to go for the full-on chemical assault from Mr. Muscle. Now, that means I need to make sure that the kitchen is well ventilated, so let's open the windows. If yours is an electric oven like this one, do make sure that you're switched off at the mains. Now, there are three main areas that I'm going to be concentrating on: the door, the shelves and shelf supports, and the main cavity of the oven. If yours is a self-cleaning oven, you'll only really need to do the door and the shelf supports. You'll need to refer to your instruction manual on how the self-cleaning part works. So let's start by removing the door itself. On this one, I just need to flick this catch on either hinge, and then the door should just lift straight out. So now just remove the shelves and the shelf supports. So I'm going to put the shelves and shelf supports in a bin liner, and then take my oven spray and give it all a really good spray. So that's really nicely covered in the spray. Just going to loosely tie that bag off and then go and put that outside and let it do its work. So now let's spray the main cavity of the oven. Do avoid spraying into the fan or on the elements or around the pilot light if it's a gas oven. So whilst the oven cleaner is getting to work, let's get started on the door. Oven doors can be made up to 4 pieces of glass thick, like this one, and as well as all the gunge and grime you can see on the inner glass here, the grease can accumulate between the layers of glass, so we're going to take it apart completely so we can give it a really good clean. This one just has a couple of screws, one on either side. Now on this door, the hinges just slide out of the bottom there. But all oven doors are a little bit different in how they're put together, but it's not too difficult to work out how to do that. And then on this one I can just slide these end pieces off and then separate out the pieces of glass. So once you've separated out the parts of your door, just give it a good spray with an ordinary kitchen spray and then get in there and give it a good clean. For this innermost piece of glass with the heaviest stain on, I'm going to give it a good spray with my ordinary kitchen spray and then use this glass scraper, and that will soon fetch that off. Okay, so that's the last piece of glass in place, and I just need to put the door back together. So let's get the shelves and supports out of the bag one at a time. Just get them in some warm soapy water with our scourer. Yeah, and that's coming off nice and easy. Okay, let's crack on and clean the cavity of the oven. You'll see I've got my scourer and my bowl of water ready, and I've also got a bin bag on hand, because we're going to start by getting a load of paper towel and giving it a good wipe, get all that thick gunge out of there. So that's the thickest of it out. I'm going to go with a scourer now and really have a good go at those burnt on stains. So let's give it a last dry round with the kitchen towel. So I'm just going to give the fascia and the knobs a clean. If any of the knobs are particularly messy, then you can just replace those. They'll be available on the eSpares website. And once I've done this, I can put everything back together again. There we go, that's one very clean oven. Now all that's left for me to do is put the power back on, put it on a high heat for about 20 minutes, and that'll burn off any excess cleaner which is still left in there. Now a little tip for you, why not get yourself an inexpensive extendable oven tray, put some tin foil along it, and that'll catch most of the food that drops down there and make cleaning easier next time. That, along with spare parts and accessories for all makes and model of oven, are available on the eSpares website. Thanks for watching.